To Ratchet Thoughts Isms, we're here. And we are ready to give you the most awesomest episode that I think we have done so far. We'll see what you think about it.
Season 2?
Season 2.
We back.
So we're gonna start out like this. As always, you already know what it is. I am Harlem Luke Scott Walker in the building.
Me?
Yeah, you.
First Lady Ramona here.
Hollywood Dre, Brooklynite.
Ratchet Poppy.
That's it.
That's it.
Just one name tonight?
There's one name tonight. Just one name tonight.
Oh, that's how we starting out season 2, people. Just one name.
One name is one name.
But wait. So, just you might as well do
Keep
that
on
other part.
going.
Yeah.
Keep it going? Alright. So, before I get to the disclaimer, tonight's sponsor is Strokes and Leave a Bitch, attorneys at law. You can look them up, you know what I'm saying, on the RTI store, you know what I'm saying? Apparel coming soon. Remember, that is Strokes and Leave a Bitch. And as always, the views and opinions of Uptown Bravo, Uptown Brown, Ratchet Poppy, or Mr. Receipts.
What?
Yeah, Mr. Receipts.
Keep going. Keep going. Or not, go ahead.
The thoughts and opinions are my thoughts and opinions that do not reflect upon the lovely cast of Ratchet Thoughts Isms and Ramona.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I like Mr. Receipts.
I'll eat that. It's all good.
I like Mr. Receipts.
Shots fired.
If you don't know what we're talking about, please check out season 1 because there's a couple of Mr. Receipts on that one.
No, it's not. It's only one.
It's 2. I got the receipts.
Only one.
It's 2.
All right, guys. So we are back. We're glad you're tuning in, and we have a hot one for you today. I had to bring out the MacBook because it's so good. I needed to have the information displayed nicely for you guys. So today's episode is red flags in a relationship.
So my game on this, like love and shit.
Nah, not that type of red flag. More so when the
So
person
what?
you're dating or
Gang.
your girlfriend or boyfriend.
Okay.
So, some red flags. Who wants to start?
What is red flag? What is it?
Okay. Should we do the Google dictionary? Let's see what they say specifically. What I think. Well, red flags is something that makes you. It could be a trigger, but see, there's two different things though. A trigger is not necessarily a red flag. You're just probably triggered by something that might be some type of
So
trauma.
it's basically like a warning. Like
I
a red
think
flag
so.
would be like a stop sign. It's a warning.
Yeah. Like make me look at you different.
Right.
Yeah, you might start to question whether or not this relationship should
Like if you got like if she clean your underwear and you got booty stains, you know, you might be like, hold up, that might be a red flag for me.
What? For what? What?
Nah, she just ate some spicy food and you know she ain't make it in time. No?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you
Okay.
guys think? I don't know. I'm just saying. I might have had too much sauce today, but I'm just saying.
So you staying?
What?
That's not a red flag?
Sometimes you gotta see things through, my guy. Sometimes you gotta see shit through. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, sometimes no.
Oh, well, at least you know
She
he's
had one bad
supportive.
day, right? She could have one bad day. That was her one bad day.
If she got in the shower, then
Okay.
you see it through.
Okay.
She got in the shower.
Okay. Anywho, go ahead, Luke.
Y'all niggas is bougie.
Is that what we is? Nah, we just
We don't want
like,
shit stains. We don't want shit stains. We bougie. Okay.
Listen,
You like if you got shit stains, you is that a red flag for you?
Why? 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 You're grown. Why? Explain why. Why? Straight.
Why?
Straight. I don't need an explanation for that one.
I don't even think she's touching it. I think she's like, she's not gonna pick it up and hold it up and be like, why? She's not even touching it. Oh,
Really?
Now look at it now. Look at it.
And why?
Why?
Or is that going to be a phone call or a text?
No.
She could take a picture of it and send it to him.
No. Is he gonna say
Why?
that's not
All
mine?
caps.
That's not mine.
And like 18 exclamation points. Why?
So you're going
He
to
gonna be like some other nigga drawers you let that live.
Nah, you're going to do the video
That ain't
in
my
his
drawers.
crib. You're going to be like this. Like, see, this your bed. And you'll be like, why?
Why?
Maybe he put too much sriracha on his surf and turf.
Okay, so red flags. Red flags.
All right, so
red flags.
All right, so the Google has in relationships, red flags are signs that a person probably can't have a healthy relationship, and proceeding down the road together would be emotionally dangerous.
I like that.
Okay.
I like the definition.
Danger.
So what people like love to call toxic.
I don't know. I don't think that's the same between a red flag and a toxic relationship.
I think a red flag is more like you're telling me one thing, but you're doing something else. So if you're telling me I'm single, I don't have a girlfriend, but yet you don't answer your phone when I call, you don't answer at certain times, you quick to get up, I gotta call you back, you quick to get off the phone. So it's like your actions is not matching up to what you're telling me. Those are red flags to me. Like your actions gotta match your words. And when they stop doing that, those are red flags to me. That's what I consider a red flag. In one aspect.
Okay.
What you think?
Mr. Hollywood Drake.
Nah, I mean, no. Before we get to my red flags, I think we might need to talk about some of the red flags you just mentioned. Mm-hmm. Like if you're saying that a dude says he has to get off the phone, whatever. Like maybe that's your perception that it's a red flag. Is it possible that this person legitly has to get off the phone?
That is possible, but I need an explanation.
Well, okay.
Don't heighten my worry by not explaining yourself, because all you're leaving me to do is make my own hypothesis of what's going on. Don't do that. Don't let me guess, because once I start guessing, I'm gonna think the worst.
I feel you, but I guess at the same time, should you jump to conclusions? Because
why shouldn't you?
Like at the end of the day, if the person said they gotta get off the phone, they gotta get off the phones. I'm just saying. You jump into conclusions and making things worse for you, not necessarily for the person who's not
I
on
might
the
jump
phone.
into conclusions, but that's gonna be a tick. It's gonna be a tick. Like, okay, all right, call me back. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, one time. That's the first time. Let's see. Let's see how often he does this. Let's see if this is a pattern.
So red flags for me is people who they don't respect boundaries. So for instance, if
must be a
for instance, like if you don't respect.
I don't respect nobody's back.
I'm just saying if I let you know from the beginning like what my life is like, if I'm a pretty busy, like being being a single father, working, looking after my mother, how involved I am with being in ministry, things of that nature, and because I can't answer the phone every time you want me to, now you're assuming that I'm doing something else opposite of what I'm saying, like, or you, yes sir.
Go finish your thought.
Or you're demanding from me that I answer you when you want me to. Like that's a red flag to me, because now that's like you have a control issue. Either you have a control issue or you have really bad insecurities, and not unfortunately, like your insecurities aren't my issue. I shouldn't have to be bound by what you have a problem with.
We spoke about that.
Yeah, we did.
You know how to deal with the insecurities?
Yeah.
How?
It's like the hair in your vagina. Like I know they exist, but when I'm near, I don't want to see it.
So what I was gonna say is that the rebuttal to that, I think that we will probably hear from you guys, is that you make time for what you want to make time for.
So here's my. I hate that comment.
That you hate that, yeah.
I can't stand that comment.
It's not
that you make time for what you want to make time for. You make time for what you're able to make time for based on your priorities. So it's not that it may not be that I don't want to spend time with you. I may not be able to based on what my list of priorities are. If my mom's or my daughter or some of my family have those.
What you're saying is I'm not a priority. That's what you're saying. All right.
And you shouldn't be dating.
Wait.
Because they're gonna be like, yo, you don't got time for me.
No, that's not true. What I'm saying again, if I'm telling you,
just as busy as him, so they don't worry about what he's doing, because they busy just like he busy.
Right, but at the same time though, you can't expect to be that level of priority until you become my wife. When you're my wife, then yes, you are that kind of a priority. While we dating, we trying to figure out whether or not we want to deal with each other or not. Like at the end of, you get to walk out of my life. She can walk out of my life whenever she gets good and ready to. My mother, my daughter, like my family, like they're there, period. There's no way for them to go. Like, so if you can make a decision today, like, yo, I'm done, deuces. But my family's my family. I have a responsibility to my daughter.
Yes.
I have a responsibility to my mother, to my father, to my grandmother. So if you can't respect the fact that I have a responsibility to God. So if you can't respect the fact that I have these things to do, either you're gonna take this journey with me, or you're gonna gracefully bow
What
out.
about the responsibility to his pussies, right?
Can I ask you a question, Greg? You sound like very passionate about what you're saying, and I respect it. But how much is she asking for? Like, what is she really asking?
Everybody's different.
What
in
I'm just
they're
saying,
asking
like
for.
you saying.
What I'm saying
Wait.
is-
Let me say my piece. Let me say my
Well,
piece.
listen.
You're saying that when I'm your wife, when you're my wife, then I'll put you on that priority list where you need to be. But my thing is, what is she asking for so much that you feel like you can't even put her there now as we're dating? Like, what is she asking for?
What
A
I'm
phone
saying-
call?
And who's to
No.
say you ain't gonna be that when she becomes your wife? You
Right.
done shown her this level of, I'm gonna say this word might not be mediocrity, right? Because you have these other priorities. Who's to say that she's gonna believe you that, oh, when I become your wife, you'll make me a priority?
That's true too.
No, I get you.
That's
Well,
true
here's
too.
the thing. At the end of when it's all said and done, what you're saying to me that if I have stuff to do with the things that I have to do, and you're like, oh, now, well, you have to make time for me in that.
But what,
and I'm like,
what kind of time is she asking for? A phone call time?
No,
Physical
no.
contact
It's-
time? What kind of a date? Like, what is she asking for?
more time than I'm able to give
Like,
at
what,
that. At that,
in
at
what
that,
way?
At that.
In what way?
What do you mean? Hey, I know that you said for instance, if it's like I'm on my way to go handle something for my daughter or whatever, or there's an emergency concerning my daughter or my mother, but now you got an attitude because I couldn't come see you.
No,
That
that's
kind of
selfish.
thing.
That's
So
selfish.
now it's like, yo, but you were supposed to come see me. Yeah, but I had
Exactly.
something to go do it for my. Doesn't
But
matter.
are you saying that when I'm done with my mother and my daughter's situation, I'm gonna come see you? Are you saying that?
Sometimes you don't get a chance to say that, because if I'm telling you, oh yeah, I'm gonna come check you after I'm done with work,
Right.
and I end up having to go make sure that something's going,
Right.
is okay with my daughter,
Right.
and you cop an attitude with me because I had
You
to
don't
go.
want to see her after that.
Like after that, like it's like, yo, like you,
He turned you up.
yeah,
Once you give me the attitude, yeah.
you giving me attitude for something I can't control.
Right. So you need someone
Because you're asking to be priority over my child right now. You're not a priority.
Well, girl, what?
There are females that are out there that feel that way. There are females
your
out there
kids?
there are females out there that believe that when you're dating them, they are the top priority.
Hit you with the
Hit you with the Oh man, that's
no-no.
good.
I would let that go.
You know, and unfortunately, that's how they end up getting stroked and
Yeah.
Leave a bitch.
There
Stroked
you
and
go.
doped.
Leave a bitch.
Leave a bitch.
So I think red flags and triggers for some people might be the same, because I think your traumas affect what you determine is a red flag. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some women out there are so damaged that it could just be as simple as, you know what, you cheated on me with Jordans. That's a fucking red flag. Like, listen, I'm playing, right? But if I had $1, watch Luke co-sign this. He don't even know what I'm about to say. If I had $1 for every time I heard from a woman, oh, I know how y'all Harlems is. Just because another Harlem image you, that ain't got shit to do with me. But yeah, you just because I tell you I'm from Harlem, you like it's a red flag? Am I lying, my brother? You know how many times I heard? You know how y'all Harlem. What?
Y'all have a little stereotype.
So it really is that simple sometimes.
Yeah.
not for nothing, bro. Like y'all always got red flag.
Fuck you.
All the way red flags. All the way.
But listen, if I had $1 for every time I heard that shit, listen,
Wow.
we be doing very well right now.
No, wait. So what you saying that? Is it a possibility that just like they can use red flags against you? So for instance, if you see a red flag in somebody, like for instance a liar, right? That's a red flag for you. But that person might say, oh no, you're only calling me that because somebody that you used to deal with did that. So now you're holding that against me because
Right.
of the old person.
That's true.
And they don't believe that you're saying that about them because this is actually what they're doing.
That's too much.
I get it all the time. Sick of that shit.
I definitely have had.
Sick of that shit. Like, it's the worst.
All right, well, I'm.
Go ahead.
Some of you guys were actually able to send us some of your red flags. We did a little research, so I'm gonna say some of them, and then you guys can interject, yay, nays, talk about that one as we go forward. So this one I think is really good. If you're if someone is having problematic relationships with their parents, especially men with their moms, that's a red flag.
No.
No? You don't agree?
No.
No.
I'll say this. The way a man treats his mother is definitely an indication of how he will treat you.
That's true.
I don't know if I believe that.
I think it's nuance to everything, and if you don't know that man's individual relationship with his mother,
Right.
you shouldn't make that correlation.
Right. Absolutely. And my thing, the problem that they're having could be because of you. Because you started dating him and she probably don't like you. And she's like, no, I'm saying some men are really close to their mothers. And sometimes the mother's like, yo, I don't like the girl you with. And now they're arguing over you. And you don't even know it. You don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So.
You know, she wear that red lipstick. I told you about them girls with the red lipstick.
Oh, she sat.
I told you.
She sat in front of the car. That's my spot.
Alright,
She
so
sat in
are y'all saying there's no truth to this, or it's circumstantial? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's case by case, man.
Circumstantial.
Okay.
No, so here's the thing though, a dude can treat his mother great,
and treat you
but still be trash in a relationship.
So do you know men who treat their mom like shit, or treat their mom great and treat other women trash?
Yes.
Yeah, I know some
do.
dudes like that.
I do.
Like on some, he blames like they'll blame a lot of women for their problems, but they're doing some real sketchy stuff.
Right.
Like on some, like I'm with one woman and I had a kid with another woman, but I'm like, and when she left me, I want to blame it on her, and it's like, nah, bro. Like,
listen, your mom is your mom. I mean, most people have their mothers on a pedestal, and rightfully so. Like, you know what I'm saying? So your mom is your mom, but your mom don't have nothing to do with how you
treat women.
Like if you,
I don't know if I agree with that, because the way your mom raised you will probably indicate how you might treat women.
no. Because when I'm in the bedroom with a woman, I'm not thinking about what I'm gonna do. I'm not thinking about my mama.
Not in that sense, but I mean, like, if she raised you to treat people with respect and treat such and such with respect, you will most likely go into your relationships treating your woman with respect.
first lady has something
I
to
feel
say.
like that's not true all the way, because at the end of the day, you're grown. And no matter how your mother raised you, you're going to be your own person when you get older. And my thing is, you probably know how to do it, because your mother raised you to know how to do it, but that doesn't mean you're going to do
Yeah,
it.
that doesn't mean you to
That
play
doesn't
in
mean
real
you're going to do
time.
it. But you know how to do it, though. Like, if you had to, you could do it, but that doesn't mean I'm going to do it all the time.
I think it also depends on how he sees the woman. If he respects her enough, yeah, he'll treat her right, but that don't mean that every woman he comes in contact with, just because he treats his mother right, that doesn't mean he's gonna treat every woman he comes across right.
No, I agree with that. Not every woman.
Oh, why
but
not?
that woman that he might feel that.
But why not? Anyway.
Listen, when you're young, you
Why you gotta be selective about how good you treat a woman? Like, a woman's a woman.
No,
Treat her
but I'm-
accordingly.
No.
Why you gotta be selective? Like,
So
you
women
know,
aren't- wait,
you
wait,
get
no.
shit treatment. I'm gonna treat you good.
Wait a
I'm gonna treat you
minute.
good.
No.
Flag on the red flag.
Red flag on the play. Red flag on the play. So you mean to say no? So you mean to say that women, because you like now you just made it like men are selective.
Right.
You
Like
are.
women are selective.
No, don't answer the question. Don't try to put it on me. Answer the
Oh,
question.
wow.
No, we answered our part.
What was the answer?
We said that
All women are not the same. All women are not equal.
But
No.
why do you have to treat one woman nice and another woman not so nice? Like, why?
Because
Why
I
can't
treat you on how you
everybody the same?
represent yourself.
But you're fucking with her. So what does it say about you?
Maybe I like her mouth. That's what it says.
So since you like her mouth, you can't treat her good? Like, respect her mouth.
I'm still gonna treat her good.
No,
But there's a limitation to how good I'm gonna treat her.
Because why? Do you
Huh?
see red flags? Because why? Because
Because
she ugly? Because she got a fat ass? Why? Her,
I don't
breast
even-
her pussy whack? Like, what? What is it? Like, she ain't got no walls? Like, why? What makes you say, all right, bitch, I ain't treating you good today because you want some shit? Like, what makes you say that day, like, you? So, you know, why? I don't know why. Can you tell me, please? Like, I don't
maybe
get it.
I just like her mouth.
Yeah, but even if you like her mouth, you had to come up to her before you even knew her mouth was good. Like, you a whole magnet.
Sometimes they just got nice lips.
Word. I know someone who's nice.
He said word. I wasn't expecting that. I was like,
That goes
thank you,
way
thank you,
out.
sir. Thank you, Luke.
Come on, y'all. Like, let's be honest.
It's a possibility
They're called
Thank you.
DSLs.
Wait,
It's a
voice
possibility.
a reason, please. Go ahead.
that she's a placeholder right now. Like he's looking for something else, and he just wants to have fun at the
That's
time.
fine.
So,
I'm all for fun.
and unfortunately, there's some females out there or some dudes that are a glutton for punishment. No matter how bad you treat them, they'll still stick
Can
around.
we get some Father MC and
You know what
Jonas
it
in the
is?
background? Treat her like
No,
she
no,
wants
so it sounds like this. Girls,
Treat them right.
Alright, sorry.
girls see red flags and be like, "Ooh, that's my favorite color." Like that's what it is. Like they love red because if a dude's not treating me good, I'm not staying with you. I'm not entertaining that shit.
That's
Like,
you. There's some females that
just to be happy. I don't. Okay.
You have this thing called self-esteem. And I don't know if you knew that, but you have this thing called self-esteem. So this is why these things don't apply to you. But there are some women who don't have it's called self-esteem.
But when I said that earlier in the other episode, y'all was like, oh, I was like, standards. Remember that? Remember that episode? And I was like, standards, and y'all was like, oh, really? No?
Wait,
Forgot?
you know what, that?
No, forgot? No? Nobody?
we got receipts for this?
No, nobody? Luke, remember that episode? And I was like, I have standards, and y'all was like, oh, word. Oh, what type of woman you're dealing with? Some women have morals. Some women say, you know what? You have to take me out a couple. I'm just saying, they have morals and standards. I mean, there's nicer women out there. Just be honest, right? So okay. So you have a type. You might have a type of woman who feels like, you know, I have standards. I'm gonna wait. Make him wait 3 months. I'm gonna see what he's about. Get to like him a little bit.
After you read, before
And
after you read
then we can have, you know, sex. And there's
Yeah,
thank you.
We definitely got on.
Thank you. Look, I'm over here, please.
But I don't remember what the context was. It was some of the
It
context
was something about relationship, the same way we're talking.
I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna get the
I have
receipts.
standards. Y'all like, oh my God, what you trying to say?
Yeah, we
Remember that?
I'm gonna go to
No,
receipts.
but we need context though.
We need context. All right, here's the next one. We only meet up at night and only at each other houses.
Well, you know what
That's
it
not a red
is.
flag.
It's not?
No.
That's booty call.
Yeah, that's not a red flag. You know what it is.
What's that new dance that they be doing? Like, I'm not young anymore.
Nah, it may not even be that.
Why is that a red flag? That's called you know what it is. That's called you know what it is, shorty.
That's
grown.
Yeah, that's called nobody needs to be in my business.
That's called some good shit.
So y'all telling me someone that you
Let's go.
dating
don't need no other.
and y'all only meet up at night.
Okay. We don't. Okay.
No, you know what? That gotta be a red flag for you
That's not a red
because you
Don't
got
put my
standards.
business in the street. Do not put my business. Go ahead. Finish
She got
your sentence.
standards?
Finish your sentence.
You got standards?
Finish your sentence.
You got to take her out on dates?
Finish your sentence.
Oh.
Finish your sentence.
I'm gonna go on to the next
No.
one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Person calls you constantly, wants to know your every move, often gets mad when out with friends and family.
Stalker.
No, that's called they love you hard.
No.
They just love you so hard.
They're just worried about your well-being.
They concerned. They concerned what you was doing. He cares.
No.
He cares a lot.
Nope.
A whole lot.
That's
A
called,
lot.
That's called controlling.
So you're saying it's a red flag?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a red flag.
No, that's called loving hard.
It's a red flag.
Next one.
Hollywood Drake?
Right.
Red flag. Easily angered. Arguments escalate quickly. Tend to throw things when arguing.
Oh yeah, that's a
Issues.
problem.
That's red flags and issues.
That needs therapy.
Nah, son, they just want to be able to get their throw game right just in case of the zombie apocalypse. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? That's just, nah, B.
They practicing?
They practicing, they getting their stuff together, and they angry because a lot of people don't got common sense and they say stupid shit. Like, I get it. I be
I get
around
it
people
too.
that say stupid shit all day long.
Right.
It piss me
Touche.
off. I be wanting to curse.
Right.
Like, nah, that's cool. That ain't no red flag.
Okay. Go ahead, Luke.
Alright.
You'll notice who says a lot of this stuff is not red flags.
Go ahead, Luke.
Love bombing.
I don't even know what that is, son.
Never heard of it.
So, that's more like manipulation to me.
No, but can you tell us what that is though?
Love bombing is when you first meet somebody and you're like
So that's when I be
overly
dropping that dick off.
You're overly affectionate. You're overly calling her. You're overly texting her. You're overly seeing her. You buying her stuff. You showing her love. But it's not real. It's not affection. What he said?
I said I thought that's when I be dropping that dick off.
He asked me a question. I couldn't even answer because you.
That's the love bomb,
I'm
nigga.
so sorry, Ramona. Can you repeat? I'm sorry.
Oh my
You
god.
finished? Uptown Poppy, Uptown Brown, Uptown Esquire. I mean Uptown whatever the hell you call yourself.
He said today.
What you sipping on? You mixing that all the names
anyway,
together?
love bombing is when
Call them Hollywood Skywalker.
Okay. So Love, when you first meet someone, and you catch feelings for somebody, it's generally gradually after time goes by, you catch feelings for someone. You know, you get to know them, you see their likes, their dislikes, their family, their habits, you start to like them. Love bombing is like in 1 week you're like, oh my God, where you been all my life? I see you every day. I'm buying you stuff. I'm telling you how pretty you are, how beautiful you are. I'm coming to see you. I'm calling you. Everything that we want, everything that we complain about as women. You don't call me enough. You don't see me enough. You don't text me enough. You're doing all of that at the beginning, real fast.
No, it's
So
like
once
that.
she gets the affection part, and when she gets to like you, you fall back because you already got her. And now she's looking for that high, that first person that she saw. Like, what happens to that person that called me? Now it's like a high. Now you're looking for that. So you're gonna stick around hoping that person comes back, and you never do. That's love bombing.
There's a documentary about it on Netflix. I forgot the name, but it was this guy, and he was, following a woman. She worked in a bookstore. Yeah, that's a documentary about how to love the right way. You
said how to love the right way?
Yeah.
So, doing the dating
You never seen
phase.
that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I didn't watch the.
I don't know about the right way, bro.
That's how you love the right way.
Just
That's how I
because
love.
you said it, I don't know.
That's how I love it. You want to know how I love? Watch you on Netflix. Netflix need to cut us a check.
Go ahead, Lou. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
When men say I only date one person at a time, sir, you are a liar. You have a rotation of women, quite possibly fucking all of them.
Alright.
Men
If she
only
ain't got
say
the
that
receipts
to
of the
gain
rotation,
some
she should
type
shut
of
her damn mouth.
exclusivity
Where the receipts?
Is that a red flag? If you say I'm only dating one person at a time, do you believe? Is it a red flag? No. Yes.
For me, or just for me?
We can only ask you.
Okay, so for me, I'm not gonna ask you how many girls you're dating if I'm dating you. I ain't worried about who you're dating. I'm gonna ask you, are you dating? Yes or no. I'm not gonna ask you how many you dating and how many are there. Like, no, that's just me. I don't need to know that if I'm dating you. So I wouldn't think that's a red flag for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
If the person you're with has the inability to share what their faults were in previous relationships.
The inability?
Yeah. So they don't tell you what.
That's the only one I agree is a red flag. I often will ask, I think a great question to ask somebody, like when you're trying to meet them, you ask them, tell me why your last relationship ended without blaming your ex. It shows that they have the ability to take accountability.
That's true. That's true.
Woo,
That's true.
woo, is this what?
That's true. Bro.
Let's get him. Ratchet Poppy in the building.
Sound bravo. Okay.
All right, I did this what I'm sure the guys. Red flag, going through your phone or password protected phone. Red flag.
Red flag.
You know what's also a red flag? When women zoom into your picture and they look in your sunglasses to see
Taking a
who
picture.
took the picture?
If a woman does that, that's a red flag. You don't think that's a red flag for me?
I think.
That's not a red flag for you? Oh, you consider that normal behavior?
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
Absolutely.
You want to
Take the glasses off. I don't want nobody zooming in.
a regular MacGyver.
Take the shits off. You might be an op here. Take the shits off.
I'm the op now.
You almost made it. Well, anyway. That matter. All right. What if the phone is always on silent and face down?
Red flag.
Ass up. That's the way.
Red flag.
I like the phone.
Even
Get what happened?
even if you're dating, and I know I'm not exclusive with you, you don't gotta hide that. Because if you was honest with me from the beginning, you don't have to hide somebody calling your phone. You told me you wasn't single. You told me you had somebody else. So why you gotta put your face down? The phone face down. For what? Be grown.
I can feel it.
Is it that they're trying to hide that or is it that the person is protecting whoever's
No,
calling?
because you don't have to answer.
Because no, it's not that they have to
You
answer.
don't have to answer it.
But why does somebody have to see that Mona's name
It
is
doesn't
going across my
matter.
screen?
It doesn't matter. You already told me you're dating, so why would I not think that somebody's gonna call you if you're dating other women? Now, if you answer it in front of me, that's disrespectful. But
This phone.
Yo, why is the phone ring?
Yeah. Be that
I
as it
know it's
may.
not. I can't.
Why you not answering, Dre?
No way.
Dre, why you not answering your phone?
That's why it's supposed to be face down.
That's why I be face down.
Ass
Yeah.
up.
Because
It's not that serious to me.
So red
not to
flag?
you, but
Are we
to
saying
somebody
this
else.
is a red
Not a
flag?
red flag.
Yes, it is.
Not a red flag?
Yes, it is.
My phone ain't your business until you
Yes,
pay
it
the
is.
bill.
But even if the phone rings, it's still not my business. I'm not gonna ask you about your phone calls.
All right.
This is definitely from a dude. You never see her real hair. Always a wig.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Red flag.
That's a red flag. Red flag.
Red flag.
I can't say that. I'm natural. Natural life is rough. I can't say that. Nope.
So if you really do, he always got a do-rag on. No?
Do-rag.
Well, he always got a hat. He had. Hold up.
Oh, he ever got a hat, then he got a
Please
big
let them know
head.
we got a hat.
He got a big head.
Nobody's hat fishing here. No hat fishing. We good. You know what I'm saying?
He got a hat.
Hairline still good. No Batman and Robin going on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Man.
So we got a couple of yeses on those and
No, it's not a red flag.
Not a red flag.
Someone says
I've seen you
snoring.
before.
Snoring is a red flag?
I don't know why.
Snoring might be a trigger or
Was a
snoring
red
might
flag
be
that somebody got
something-
sleep apnea?
Snoring is a turn off, but it's not.
No, it's a red flag that somebody has sleep apnea and they need to see a fucking doctor. That's what it is.
Need a CPAP.
See that?
CPAP machine. Let me stop. Yep. How you know?
I know a lot, man.
Okay.
It's not all ratchet.
Right.
CPAP on a red flag there, huh?
Yep.
What's
This,
this?
okay. All of you guys have this. Let's see. If they have kids, and sometimes use their kids as an excuse to I guess cancel the date or whatever it is that you might have scheduled for that day.
I will tell you what is a red flag regarding kids. A woman has 4 kids and 4 baby fathers. That's a goddamn red flag that she makes poor decisions. Okay, just me. All right.
I don't know if I
That
can
could have been her
co-sign
past.
that.
That could have been her past. She's different now.
Is she?
She could be.
Oh, she got. They all get
You
saved,
grow.
don't they?
You grow. You have growth, right? I have growth. So we grow.
They all get saved, don't they?
Shut up.
I don't know if I can co-sign that. I'll say that I might have to dig a little deeper to find out what transpired.
Does it matter?
If you want to get serious with this woman and you
Why?
got 4 different personalities of
Why?
fathers to deal with, it does
Why?
matter.
Why?
Cause listen, it could become toxic and
You can have one baby mother and be toxic. You
you're
can have one
right.
baby father and be
But
toxic.
listen, exactly. So imagine you got to deal with 4.
But why you being negative? It don't necessarily have to be that they're toxic. They could be chill. They could be cool. Like,
Well, I'm being negative because clearly it didn't work with 1, 2, 3, 4. Nigga, something is wrong. Okay, all right. It's just me. Cool.
you could have went through a phase at that moment. You could be going through a phase like.
Call the whole. That's a whole phase, right?
No, it's not a whole phase.
What phase is it?
I don't want to get rid of my baby. Phase.
How many times did you have to go through that before you learned your lesson?
You know what, honey? Oh my god.
All right. Someone said jealousy is a red flag.
No, that's just loving hard.
That's a personality trait.
Listen,
You saying jealousy is a personality trait?
listen. No, that's what jealous women say to justify it.
I'm not
Listen,
jealous.
Listen, Ike loved hard.
I'm not jealous.
Oh, I'm about myself for that one. Huh?
Would you?
But I don't get jealous. Even if I quote unquote love her, I'm
This man,
Exactly, I'm not
I
jealous.
turn to loved hard. So what's love got to do with it?
Physically and mentally, he loved hard.
Jealousy is not a red flag.
Jealousy
It depends
is
on how
not a red
intense it
flag.
is. If you're gonna act on that jealousy, is different than just being a jealous person. But if you're gonna act on it, it's different. Popping up on my job.
So I'm supposed to wait until you act on it?
No, but it might,
That's what I'm
that might
saying.
just be the baseline. It might not be that extreme.
So jealousy is your baseline?
No, that extreme level of jealousy is that she's not gonna go beyond that and come to your job or do some dumb shit.
But so I'm supposed to wait and find out. That's what you're telling me.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that that's probably just it for her. For her, that one person. Somebody else might be a little bit more extreme.
Are you speaking for Ramona?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not
I don't know.
jealous.
I think jealousy definitely can be considered a red flag,
Hell yeah.
especially like if you out and you see one of your female friends, yo, what's up? Da da da. She gets jealous of that. Yo, this is my friend. So I'm like,
That's
and
a
you
different.
see
That's what
that.
I'm saying. That's the extreme. There's levels to it.
Listen.
So I could be jealous and just be like, okay, but I don't say nothing.
Listen. Ramona.
Nah, that's
You would never know. You would never
Listen,
know though.
Ramona's my best friend. If I got a woman and she can't deal with the fact that you my best friend and she's too jealous, then she gotta go.
That's your standards though.
Cause I got self-esteem.
Another red flag: how you treat the wait staff when you're out. If you're rude to service people, that's a problem. Shows lack of respect and awareness.
But if they took 10 minutes to bring me fucking water, then No, nobody needs water before.
Yeah, we do need water and breadsticks and all that good stuff, but
And I need hot water to soak your utensils in.
You don't have to be rude though.
yeah, true.
Hot water to soak your utensils. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah,
It is thing. You know,
Yeah.
we black.
Especially at the Waffle House.
We the ones that look at the utensils and make sure that's
Exactly.
clean. They ain't no
So do we
little
agree that's a
stains on
red
it.
flag or no?
Red flag.
It depends on the person.
It depends on how the wait staff treats you.
That's true too.
If that person's respectful and they're, and they're actually doing their job, but you're looking down on them nastily,
true.
that's definitely a red flag.
Right.
But if that person's like being like a complete douche,
Right.
then
I know.
He deserves it.
yeah, he deserves it.
The
Yeah.
wait staff can be rude because I remember the last time I was like at like Roof Chris and I asked the wait staff, do they take EBT? She was very rude. Like she didn't, respond well.
I wonder why she went.
Like, and I don't understand why she would. So I think,
He was trying to eat better today.
yeah, I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Such a wonder why she would, treat you rude. So, with that being said, we are coming to the part of our final thoughts on red flags. We gave you guys a lot of info on red flags. Hopefully, if there was something we didn't mention, please shoot us an email, a DM to give us some of your red flags that you've experienced. Here's one. What are some red flags that you guys have actually done in your relationships that when you look back, be like, yeah, I kind of did that.
None. Black men don't cheat.
Facts, I concur.
Thank you.
I don't cheat. I haven't cheated.
None of us
I guess-
here have. Black men don't cheat.
So I'm
My
a
red
black
flag.
man,
My
so-
red flag is someone who has no patience. Someone who goes from 0 to 100 for nothing, no reason. That's a red flag for me.
Now, but I'm saying within you, what have you done
Me?
as a red flag?
I'm
You've
green
done
all
no.
day.
You've done no. Nope.
Oh, she's green all day.
I'm green. I'm just a green flag
Green. What do you
walking.
mean by green?
I'm a green flag walking.
Oh, there's a red flag. Somebody that don't take accountability for their actions.
I don't have a red flag.
That's a red flag. I like that.
Accountability for my actions? What actions do I have that needs accountability? What are you talking about?
So you've never done anything that could be considered a red flag in any of your relationships?
No.
Okay.
Black women don't cheat.
Jesus, was a carpenter.
Well, you mentioned green flags, but before we get to green flags, let's finish up the final thoughts on red flags.
Okay.
So, I think those signals that you see in your relationships, whether you're dating or not, whether it be these or other ones that you've experienced, I would say be cautionary between actual signs of red flags and things that trigger you. Because sometimes you need to heal from those things so that you don't actually project onto the person that you're dating something that has nothing to do with them. It's something that's actually from a past trauma that you've experienced that you are now pushing onto somebody else. So it might not actually be a red flag. It just might be something that you have to kind of really sew up within yourself. But if you're Ramona, you ain't got no red flag.
You don't have any either.
Well, my final thoughts on red flags is that I
I
love
got some red flags.
I love hard, and red flags are really for gang members.
Here we go. Alright, so where red flags are concerned, I think that they're all relative. It depends on your own perspective. Unfortunately, sometimes what you may believe is a red flag may not be a red flag. Like Harlem Skywalker said, it may just be a trigger for you. But I believe that you should give people the same grace that you're looking for yourself. With the things that you're doing, you should be able to give that same grace to other people.
Grace, that's so deep.
Okay. So for me, I feel like red flags are subjective to the person. Sometimes you do see the red flags, but you have this thing called hope, and you try to overlook it because you try to find all the good in that person, so you don't see that red flag. So you purposely try to find all the good to ignore the red flag. And at the end of the day, I feel like as you're doing that, you're traumatizing yourself, because when you're done with that relationship, you're gonna be damaged. So I just feel like if you really, really are sincere about what you want in your life, in a relationship, when you see the red flags, just go. Just go. You're not gonna turn green. They're red, they're gonna stay red. So, when you see it, just go. You're gonna get better, you deserve better. So I would just go.
You want to
deserve
get better,
better.
you deserve
Yeah.
better. Speaking of deserve better,
Green flags.
yes, green flags. I like that. Talk a little bit about that, sir.
I think, you know, like if a woman sees me walking down the street in some sweatshorts, that's a green flag. She should pay attention to that.
Sorry.
So, we're going to talk a little bit more about green flags in our next episode. I think she had a allergic
Yeah,
reaction to
something, I
what you
think
just
something I
said.
ate. Oh yeah, that.
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 Great sweatshirt season.
So we gave you red
In fact-
flags. We're going to talk about green flags. I have heard women say that they love to see men in sweatpants. I think you actually
Sometimes
said that
Sweatshorts.
in an episode, Miss Ramona, that
I
you
never
like to
said
see
that.
men
Never.
in sweatpants.
Never
That
said
way you
that.
can see what the
Never
package
said that,
look like.
Lucas.
Somebody find a receipt.
Find the receipt. I never said
Mr.
that. Luke.
Receipts, all
Please
right?
find that. But anywho,
I'm gonna find the receipts.
please do.
I'm gonna call Mr. Receipts to get to back me up.
Research and development, we're on it.
Yeah. So look forward to the next episode on green flags. I guess kind of a part 2 to red flags. And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed the show. Have a great day.
Better tomorrow.
Bye. Peace.
Watch this episode. Watch this episode.
Like, share,
Comments.
subscribe.